Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Currently I've been grinding the battleground ranks to reach to legends, and while grinding I've come across this particular build that kept on giving me MVPs after MVPs and MVPs, and if not I'm also getting sometimes a lot of assists depending on the type of bracket I am in. So I thought it's worth sharing this particular build. Keep in mind, currently I've used this build from silver 5 to gold 2, and I plan to use this build until I reach legend rank. This build does two things really very well. First is pushing the objective even without standing on the spot. I'll tell you how later in this video. It's very interesting, and also to stop any player from running away after the battle when they are going away to heal. This build is going to prevent any player who is trying to run away from the battle. It's really good at chasing down people and also pushing down the objectives. So first I'll share the build and then I'll show you the gameplay. The way you execute this build will make all the difference. So make sure you check the gameplay part as well. Before I proceed to show you the build, a quick request to like and subscribe to the channel. 75% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you appreciate the content that I produce, kindly subscribe to the channel as it helps me a lot. Now, without any further delay, let's get into the build. So for this build, the skills that I'm using is Sprint, Chain Spear, Demoralize and Undying Rage. For Sprint, I'm using two essences, one in the pants which is going to chill the enemies, anyone who is coming near me, and this has zero downtime. It is up, it is always on. The shoulder, we are using the Fire Trail, which is going to implement fire in this build. Keep in mind this build has fire, the burn damage, the bleed damage and even the poison damage. So everything adds up really well. Now we move on to the main essence of this build, that is the Chain Spear essence, Shackled Fate. Shackled Fate is basically the chain spear that is going to pull all the enemies around you, and this also has zero downtime. It is always up. So you will always be attacking enemies with the chill effect from the Sprint and also from the Chain Spear, which with this particular armor essence. And also for Chain Spear we are using the offhand, which is going to increase the Chain Spear number of Chain Spear by 2. So now you have 5 Chain Spear. Basically now it will look like this. And now for the helmet, I'd really support this particular helmet essence, the Heartless Terror. This is going to make you immune to CCs and knockback effects. This is very important in the current meta where there are a lot of wizards and lot of Tempest. I do not know how I would have basically survived in Battleground without this particular helmet. A lot of people are also using the Spark Tusk. But in my opinion, if you are someone who is low resonance, I think this helmet is going to be much better. And also for Demoralize, we are using the Demoralize duration increase by 39%. Now for the main hand, you can either use this one, the Lacerate attack speed is increased by 35% when you take damage, or you also can use the Demoralize essence, basically which is going to detonate all the wounds of nearby enemies. Keep in mind this build is going to have bleed, burn and as well as poison, so I think this Lion's Mane is also a very good option, right? And for the other main hand, we are using the Lacerate Inflicts Bleed. So these are the skills and essences. For the Paragon, I am currently using the Gladiator Tree. Even I am using the Cheat Death. Now this build has a lot of mobility with the Sprint. Sprint is really very helpful, and it also has this Chain Spear which is for CC. The Demoralize is basically for your survival, right? And basically a lot of damage is coming from your primary attack, Lacerate, using Bleed. For the set items, we are using 4 pieces of Vithus, 2 pieces of Banquet of Ice and 2 pieces of the Endwinter set. This is going to increase your damage because your Sprint is going to chill all the enemies, and your Chain Spear is basically going to pull the enemies towards you. So all the enemies that you encounter in this particular build are going to get chilled, and that's why you are going to get 15% damage boost all the time. Now I did say that in this build you are going to push the objective even while standing off the point. What I meant was that using this Chain Spear, you are going to pull all the enemies, right? And these are 5 of Chain Spear. So suppose this is the idol and you are standing behind the idol. So what you are going to do is you are going to basically pull all the enemies who are standing on the idol away from the idol, and hence the enemy cannot basically push the objective. So you can basically strategically use this Chain Spear to your advantage in different ways. Now I'm going to show you a gameplay to demonstrate exactly what I mean of how to strategically use this Chain Spear. So first we check out one-on-one battle with Demon Hunter and Tempest. Here is a Demon Hunter and I am able to pull him very easily and he's not able to escape. This is what I was talking about earlier. This build won't let anyone escape because of the chain spear, right? So now comes Tempest, our the number one nemesis currently in Battleground. So if I did not have that particular helmet which I was talking about, I would have been knocked up multiple times with this Tempest, because Tempest has a lot of CC. But because I had that particular helmet, I was immune to CC and health. I was able to kill this Tempest. The Tempest also cannot run away because Chain Spear is pulling the Tempest, and we also have Sprint, so we are able to catch up with them. Now we move on to group play, basically one versus many. So here I am with multiple enemies and I'm trying to basically pull everyone, not letting anyone escape. And this is the beauty of this build. It is not going to let anyone escape. Now keep in mind, I have found this build most successful when I am little away from the point where my teammates can come to assist me. If I'm too far away, a lot of the times I'm just a single person and I get overwhelmed with multiple enemies. So a little away from the point helped me the most in this particular build. So here I am, you can see I'm trying to tackle multiple enemies here. Here is a wizard, and basically I'm trying to you can see I was facing multiple enemies and I was able to get them. I got them, and now again the enemies have come and I've moved to the corner, and I'm the reason why I've moved to the corner because I want to pull all the enemies away from the point, from getting to the point, so that my teammates can push to the point. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? So you can see there are 3 to 4 enemies surrounding me, and I'm basically pulling everyone away from the point. Now my health is low. I could have kept on fighting, but I prefer healing and then going back, because healing take 5-6 seconds, but dying and then coming back is going to take much more. So here you can see I just pulled that Demon Hunter even from his safe zone, and now the final push where multiple enemies are going to attack you, and this is the main role of Barbarians, right? To push the final point, the spot. And you can see even with all those enemies around me, I'm able to survive pretty okay with this, and they are not able to run away. And with this particular demoralize, I'm also able to get a lot of kills, right? Special shout out to Spiteful Blood, which I've been using at rank 1 as auxiliary gem. That helps me a lot. I think best defensive gem currently, and it's really good for Barbarian especially, right? So basically, and then we move on and then we win the battle. But maybe this might not be convincing for you because the other side pushed first. I was not the one to push the final point. So I have another clip where you can see now I will be facing multiple enemies and I'll be able to push the objective. And here I think I'll be able to show you how exactly I was able to push the point without even standing on the point, right? So here we are again. My health is low, so I'm going to heal first because that takes only like 3 or 4 seconds, right? And then I'm again going to go into the battle. Yeah, so I went in, there was a Barbarian, I got him. Now I move away from the point, and you can see basically this Crusader was trying to go to that point, but I pulled him away. And this I do again and again, and basically this is just but you have to be careful using this because I had some teammates with me, so I had some support, and you can see 3 or 4 people literally away from the point. Even they are so close to the point, but they are not on the point. And this is, I think, just one of the ways I wanted to show in this video how you can use the chain spear. Like if I pull do a recap here, you can see the idol is moving, is facing backwards just because there are so many people, right, from the enemy. Even in the map you can see. Now when I move away from the idol, you can see the idol has started moving front, right, like right now. So see, again it is moving back, and because I pulled that one enemy, it is again moving front. So this is like basically I wanted to share that this is a good way of using the point, the chain spear, and you can see we were able to push the spot even with 3 or 4 enemies literally standing there. So that is what I wanted to say. That is not just the only way. There are other ways to use the chain spear, but I just wanted to say something. I just wanted to show something I found very cool way to use this particular skill. Right now, I am going to show you that even we can face off wizard. The wizards currently have a lot of CC, but you can see right now there's a wizard there, and you can see on the ground there are so many effects. But because of this helmet, I am able to move forward easily. The wizard did not even bother me, right? So that is what mostly about this build. The play style is basically you pull all the enemies, and basically you pull when they are pulled, they will be chilled, and you are going to use primary attack and inflict bleed. So that's and that way you can also, that way you are doing most of the damage, and also with a lot of CC. So that was mostly about the gameplay. I have more footage where I have used chain spear in different ways, basically pulling people away at the spawn point. Basically how innovative can get you with the chain spear is basically going to make all the difference. So I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find success if you decide to use this particular build. Currently, like I said, I'm getting a lot of good results from this build, and I hope I'll be able to push to legends using this particular build only, right? So thank you for watching. If you have any queries or if you have any comments, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.